The UC Davis Coal Facility was founded by Dr. Hubert Cole in 1950. It was originally developed as a place for students to research and study large animals, but over the years it has transformed into a fully functional meat production facility. Here, the animals are raised, slaughtered, and fabricated for human consumption. It is here that you can buy delicious, expensive cuts of meat for cheap. The Meat Lab encourages the public to buy locally produced meat in order to be more environmentally friendly, as well as support the humane treatment of animals. We interviewed the manager of the Meat Lab in order to get further details as to how the meat process works.
How does the Meat Lab run?
Well, currently I'm the manager of the Meat Lab right now. I have 5 students working under me, most of them who just took the class, and a few of them have now become interns. And so we manage the facility, we raise the cows, we produce the meats for the public to consume.
So how did you get started working here?
Well, like most, I started off as taking the class. I then worked my way up, became an intern, and here I am today, the manager.
So do you ever get any anti-animal cruelty organizations or anyone protesting meat here?
I'm sorry, I don't think I can answer that for you.
What kinds of meat do you sell?
Our most popular is beef. We also sell lamb and, just most general meats, but beef is our most popular.
Can I take a tour of this facility?
Well, unfortunately, I have to go right now. I have a prior engagement, but the entrance is over there. You're more than welcome to go look around.
Thank you for your time.
Pleasure.
Now we're about to get an exclusive tour of the Meat Lab.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, can't go in there. Do you have ID?
No, but I just spoke with the manager and she said I can
You
go
mean
in.
Christine?
Yes.
I need to speak to her before I can let you in. I'm sorry.
But it's just a quick tour. You can.
No,
come
ma'am.
with
This
me.
area is off limits.
Is there a reason for that?
No, ma'am. Please leave.
But it's just a quick.
Please
Dude,
leave.
did you want to comment?
No, please leave.
Wow, what?
The Meat Lab claims to have ethical practices. It is monitored by the USDA, but when contacted for a tour, this is what they had to say. Our crew offered to run through the training process in order to meet safety needs, but they declined, saying, "Again, we appreciate your interest, but we are in no position to train you." We informed them that this video would be informational and depict nothing but the truth, and they failed to reply. While we were unable to get specifics on the Meat Lab process from management, we were able to get an interview with a former student worker who wished to remain anonymous.
The guy who runs the meat lab stuns them with the stun gun, which if it's a cow, it puts a bolt through their head and kind of makes them brain dead. But you want their blood still pumping, so you could pump out all the blood, and then you quickly chain their feet up and hang them upside down, and then that's where you cut into their neck and open up their throat and just let all the blood drain, and you hang them over a drain. And once all the blood is out, it takes 5 to 10 minutes. Then you just cut off all the feet and start skinning from the limbs down.
We returned a week after our failed attempt to tour the meat lab to find that the lab had been completely cleared out. Not one scrap of animal flesh could be found inside. However, the livestock still remained in their outdoor shelters. What happened to the production? Why were we allowed in this time? Currently, the Missouri House Bill 1794 states that you cannot photograph, videotape, or otherwise obtain images from within the animal facility without the express written consent of the animal facility. If this is the case, then the meat industry is being censored from the public. Most of these Missouri farms are owned by larger monopolistic companies whose operations are not always compliant. Why has this bill been passed if meat production has nothing to hide?
Too many people just go on living their daily lives without thinking about where their meat comes from, where their spaghetti or where their hamburgers or where their meatloaves come from. But I'd like to tell you today that there have been instances where ground beef has come from thousands of different animals blended together in a big giant smoothie blender, if you will. It's a really grotesque practice.
We found this footage, which claims to be from Tyson Factory Farms. An undercover reporter gained access to the factory under the guise of a farm worker. They released their footage from the hidden camera to various organizations. This shocking footage includes workers making a game out of slaughtering chickens. Could this be what the meat lab was trying to hide? If their practices were legitimate, why did they not let us in? Because the meat lab had been cleared out, we had a member of our team investigate the staff of a different factory. These candid exchanges were caught on a hidden camera.
Look at this shit! Look what them chickens been doing to me, man! That's like biting you? No, man. They'll kick and they won't let you hang them. Yeah, just struggling. Yeah, you can't get them up there because they want to put their head in the fucking way. I just start beating these fucking heads on the rag. And yesterday I ain't even gonna fucking lie, man. I straight broke one back, dude. Really? Man, motherfucker. Why? Fucking the chickens made me mad. Right. I heard innocent chicken because the other chickens made me mad. The other chickens kept flopping, they kept fucking up my knuckles and shit. Yeah. And you just smashed it? I smashed that motherfucker. I said, I'm like, what am I supposed to do if a bird's head is stuck? Okay, if a bird's head is stuck, if you go ahead and just pull it on off and pull the head off. Okay. That'd be fine with me. Okay.
What are the meat companies doing about the inhumane treatment of animals? It seemed this question would be answered when Tyson held a press conference to address the public when confronted by health issues.
Here at Tyson, we realize that there are growing concerns regarding our meat practices, but we want to assure the public that there's nothing to be worried about. All of our meat practices are FDA approved. We believe that everyone deserves affordable meat products and strive to fulfill that idea. It is necessary in this economy to provide quality meat at reasonable prices. We are attempting to address issues such as poor nutrition in lower socioeconomic communities, and it is our responsibility to provide them with the meat they deserve.
The killer blade? And they're missing the killing blade and they ain't stoned. Why are we still hanging them then? Just trying to make money? Just trying to get the...
What are your thoughts on the video circulating the internet where undercover workers in the meat industry have recorded people beating and torturing chickens and cows?
There's no evidence that any of those videos are related to factory farming, to Tyson's factory farming.
So is it okay for you to treat animals inhumanely in order to get cheap food?
Well, would you rather feed your daughter or treat chickens humanely?
Has convenience made it so we don't ask questions anymore?
When human beings first switched from hunter-gatherer societies to agrarian societies, everyone was producing their own food. Everyone would go out into the fields, pick their vegetables, they would raise their own cows and pigs and sheep and whatnot, and they knew exactly where their food was coming from. But nowadays, ever since the Industrial Revolution and the 200 years that have come after that, our lifestyles are just so fast-paced. They're so fast-paced, and we have so many places to be that now less than 1% of the population produces meat, and 99% of the population goes to the grocery store and just picks up, a pound of ground beef or whatever it is, and and that's the end of the story. As consumers, we have the power to improve the way meat is produced through our choices.